Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're taking a deep dive into something you might not give much thought to, but it's actually one of the most powerful tools that online casinos use. We're talking about sound design, specifically in online slot machines. You know, the little jingles, the chimes, those big triumphant sounds when you quote unquote win. And here's the thing. These aren't just background fillers, not at all. They are very carefully crafted psychological triggers, really designed to keep you hooked, keep you spinning those reels.
Exactly. And I think understanding how these subtle sounds work is really key. It helps shift your view, You start seeing these games less as just simple entertainment and more as deliberate pieces of design engineered to influence your brain, often below your conscious awareness.
Yeah, I found it really eye-opening just unpacking one common situation. Like, could you walk us through what happens when, say, you get a tiny win? You know the scenario. You're playing real stop, and suddenly there's this loud celebratory cha-ching or fanfare. Might even have a little cartoon guy doing a dance on screen. It feels big, right? But maybe only one, like 10 cents. But that sound, it screams success to your brain. How does that work?
Well, what you're describing there is a textbook example of operant conditioning. It's a bit like training a dog. Give it a treat for good behavior, it repeats the behavior. Here, the treat isn't just the tiny bit of money. It's actually the sound, that burst of exciting music that acts as a really powerful positive reinforcement, even for really small wins. And it generates this little emotional high, a bit of a dopamine rush maybe, which basically compels you to want to press spin again to chase that rewarding sound.
Wow. So it's almost like a learned reflex then, like Pavlov's dogs, but for sounds and spinning. Does the brain even care if it was a big win or a tiny one initially?
From that basic conditioning view. Not so much, no. The immediate feeling, that little buzz, gets tied directly to the sound, so your brain learns. That sound feels good. Do the thing that made the sound happen again. Like it kind of short-circuits the rational assessment of the win amount at first.
Okay, that makes a scary amount of sense for wins. But what about the flip side? Those really frustrating moments, the near misses. I mean, we've all been there, right? Two jackpot symbols line up perfectly, and the third one stops just one position off. Ugh! It's technically a loss, but it feels agonizingly close. How does sound play into that feeling?
Right, and this is where the sound design gets perhaps even more sophisticated, you could say. It massively amplifies that so-close sensation. You'll often notice very specific audio cues happening, like maybe the background music builds up this real tension. The reels might slow down really dramatically for that last symbol, creates anticipation, and then when it just misses, there's often a specific sound, not quite a losing sound, but like an almost chime, maybe a little disappointed flourish.
I know the one.
Yeah. And that whole crafted sequence, it basically tricks your brain. It convinces you that you almost had a big win, that success was just inches away. And the perceived solution feels obvious. Just spin again.
Yeah.
Quickly, your brain starts thinking, okay, the next one must be it.
That is incredibly manipulative when you put it like that. Does it do anything else? Like, besides just making you want to spin again immediately, does it maybe create a feeling like you have some skill involved, even though it's pure chance?
Oh, absolutely it can. That near-miss effect, especially combined with those sounds, it can definitely foster an illusion of control or maybe an illusion of influence. Or it feeds into that gambler's fallacy, like you're on a hot streak or you're due for a win because you keep getting close. It keeps you psychologically invested, feeling like you're almost cracking it, even when the odds haven't changed at all.
Right. So it's not just the individual win or near miss sounds then. It sounds like the whole sonic environment is part of the design. What about the stuff between spins, the background music or that sort of low hum you sometimes hear?
Precisely. Yeah, if we look at the bigger picture, the whole soundscape is designed for immersion and, frankly, a state of mild, continuous excitement or arousal. It's not just decoration. These sounds are engineered. They aim to sort of pull you out of your everyday environment, your living room, the bus, whatever, and transport you into this stimulating, vibrant casino world, even if it's just on your phone.
Creating a little bubble of Vegas?
Kinda, yeah. The sounds build anticipation for the next spin. They can help mask the negative feeling of small losses piling up. And they definitely over-celebrate any win, like we discussed, no matter how small. It all works together to keep you there, keep you engaged, keep you hitting that button.
Okay, this is both fascinating and honestly a little bit disturbing to think about. So bringing this back to the listener, what's the practical upshot? What can you actually do with this knowledge? Is there something to try?
There is, actually. A very simple but surprisingly effective experiment you can try. Next time you find yourself playing one of these online slots, maybe just out of curiosity now, try muting the sound completely. Just turn it off for a few minutes of play.
Mute it. Okay.
Yeah, and just notice what happens. Pay attention to how it feels. What you'll likely find is, without that big celebratory fanfare for a tiny win, it suddenly feels, well, much less exciting, maybe even a bit pointless.
Ah.
You start to see the game more for what it fundamentally is, which is, a game of pure chance, stripped of those clever audio illusions designed to tweak your emotions.
So the sound is really carrying a lot of the psychological weight.
A huge amount. So
Yeah.
maybe the next time you hear a slot machine singing its little victory song after you win back 20 cents on a dollar spin, you'll recognize it's not really celebrating your win. It's celebrating its success
Yeah.
in keeping you right there playing the game.
That's a powerful way to put it.
And it does raise a bigger question, doesn't it? Something for you to think about, maybe. What other subtle sensory cues, maybe sounds or sights or smells, are out there in your daily life, quietly designed to influence your choices and decisions?